Okay, so let's understand the syntax. In the words if then, if the condition is true, then the statements following the then will be executed. So if a student's score is 60 or higher, they pass the test. So that's how it's written. We could write that in words. If we want to write it like this, we can. If the grade is greater than or equal to 60, then we set the evaluation equal to pass. The if-then flow of control is shown more clearly by a flowchart. So we've seen the flowcharts before, and here we have a condition, for example, that the grade is greater than 60, greater than or equal to 60. So if it's false, we do one thing. We go to here, and then we continue after the and if. If it's true, we execute the statement. So if it's true, we go into here. If it's false, we go to here and then continue. So that's what this says. And a if-then statement or a decision structure, in a flowchart, we put this kind of shape, like a diamond shape. So we have this path, possible path, versus this possible path. If the condition is true, the statements in the block take effect. For example, the student passes. Otherwise, the statement in the blocks are bypassed. In other words, we don't do this. We don't execute these statements. We just jump to the end of the and if statement. We jump to here and continue to the next line, next line, next line. Okay, so here's the pass-fail grader, and you should try this. You're going to have to hand this in. So we're defining score as an integer, and we're converting it. We're actually making an assignment here as well, and we're taking the text score text box, which is this one, and just remember C type we put in the object, and then how we want to convert it. So in this case, we want to convert it to an integer, and when we convert to an integer, we round up. So what that means is that if you put in 59.5, it rounds it up to 60. That's why it says pass. The if-then clause is if score is greater than or equal to 60, then set the result, label result.text, which is here, equal to pass. And also set the background color. The way you do that is here. And to use a word like light green, you preface it with the word color, color.lightgreen, and then end if. Okay, so that will only execute if the score is greater than or equal to 60. So it will only set this equal to pass if the score is greater than or equal to 60. But if the score is less than 60, nothing will happen according to this. That's not exactly what we want. We want, if the score is less than 60, to show this. But this code from here to here doesn't do that yet. So he adds in another if then. He says if the score is less than 60, then set it equal to fail, set the color to Indian red, and so on. Okay, so you should set this up and make sure that it works, and test it specifically with these two numbers, because here this is rounding up, and here this will round down. So make sure that it works the same way as what's shown here.